Manitoba Herd, Montreal Machine. No score, but Montreal about to go on the power play. Patrick Heroux will take the face-off for Montreal. They're with Jobin and Beliveau. Asadi and Elamon. Right from the face-off, the ball goes out of play. So we're going to move the face-off over to the other circle, to the right of Darren Lodge. Just 4 seconds gone off the penalty clock. Face-off win for Montreal. Back to Jobin. Unlikely he'll shoot it from there. Get it down low. Heroux. Right through the crease. Nobody able to get a stick on it. Elamon to Jobin. Nice little back pass across to Asadi. Asadi will shoot it. That goes wide of the goal. Ball is loose at the side of the goal. Rattles around in behind. Heroux. And the net has become dislodged. And they're going to say that was moved by a Manitoba player, so the faceoff will stay in the Manitoba end of the floor. Minute 27 left to go in the power play. D'Amico in to take the faceoff for Montreal. Ball goes to the boards. D'Amico wins it. Back at the point. Back into D'Amico. They can come all the way back to center once you gain the offensive zone in ball hockey. For those not familiar with the rule, talk about that more in just a second. Argyris gets the return pass shot. Lodge has got that and holds on. So the offensive team has to gain the blue line, the same as you would see in ice hockey, if you're familiar with that. The ball has to precede all the other players. But once you get into the offensive zone, the blue line shifts all the way back to center. So you can bring it all the way back to the center red line and still be onside. And it's referred to as the floating blue line in ball hockey. D'Amico holds it in into Argyris. Argyris to D'Amico. D'Amico doesn't shoot, goes over to the other side. Pass just a little bit off the mark. Argyris winds up. That goes off the stick of Sean Arnell and out of play. Face-off will stay again in the Manitoba end. 48 seconds to go in the power play. Manitoba changing up their penalty killers. 4 new players coming on the floor. It'll be Timchuk to face off against D'Amico. Argyris down low. That's Johnny Lulic back to Argyris. Lulic trying to jam it in at the side of the goal. No room there. Try and throw it across the floor. It's knocked down, kept in by Morina. Morina again doesn't shoot it. They'll try the other side. Shot by Isinelli. That's knocked down. Back to Morina. Argyris into the middle, into the slot. A shot by D'Amico. Stopped by Lodge and then cleared down the floor by Manitoba. Penalty has expired. Manitoba's killed it off. 16:23 left to go here in the opening period. Jumping on the loose ball was Urquhart. Urquhart here to the right side. Will be brought in by Lulic. Over to Urquhart. Long shot kicked away by Lodge. Players go to the boards. And finally taken by Muswagon and cleared down into the Montreal end. Back there to pick it up is Doucette. Up here to Dalfond. Dalfond elects not to shoot it, just dumps it in. Getting a stick on it is Lulik. They're onside. He'll chase it in along the boards. Lulik down in the corner. Dalfond was heading for the front of the goal. It comes back to Urquhart. Urquhart. Back to Doucette. Doucette rips it in. Sent right back out, and that'll come out over center. Doucette having to back up in his own end. He's being watched by Smith. Montreal getting a change in. They'll hold the ball while the forward line changes. Pass up at center. Taken by Artsy. Tipped away. It comes out over center. Peru was looking to get it to Marone. The pass misfired. Manitoba with it up through the middle. Smith got it in over the blue line. Now they can bring it out to center. Bad pass, picked off, and it'll go back into the Montreal end. Ayol Artsy back behind his goal. Quickly ahead to D'Amico. Joey D'Amico, pass up. Just offside is Mario Argyris. And yes, he doesn't like the call, but it did look like he was in over the blue line when he took the pass from D'Amico. While we get ready for the face-off, let's quickly take a look at our major sponsor for these championships, Napper. Napper supplies ball hockey equipment to ball hockey teams and leagues around the world. Right in alongside the goal, it came out, kicked away. Comes here to the near boards, trying to get to it was Argyris. Lundberg played it back, and Lundberg will get the return pass up at his own blue line from Manitoba off the boards. Finds Cabral, who'll dump it in. Over on the far side, Lundberg gets there first. Can't come up with the ball. Ball went off the stick of the Montreal player. Now they'll bring it in over the blue line. Here's Argyris, winds up, slap shot, just missed. Tried to go the other way, had Lodge moving to his right, shot it to his left, just missed. Argyris again, fanned on that one as he tried the one-timer. Good work by Ducemé, but it's stolen. Here's Beliveau. Beliveau cutting in front. Can't get a shot away. That pass a little bit too far for Ducemé. Not enough for a flooring call. Sent back down the floor. Taken there. Marina. Montreal on the attack again. They've had the better of the play here in this first period. Back long shot in by Morello goes wide. Dumped in by Jobin, and Darren Lodge will cover the ball and get a face-off. 12:58 to go in the first period. Still no score. Give the edge to Montreal here in the early going. And they've also had the only power play here in the first period. We'll play two 20-minute periods. Morello to take the face-off for Montreal against Sean Arnell of Manitoba. Here's Jobin. His shot went wide. The ball sits on the mesh as it came off the end boards. It'll come outside the blue line. Manitoba changing up their forward line. Jobin doesn't shoot it. Gets it down to Asadi. In the slot, shot weak one. Save made by Lodge. Rebound is there. Now Lodge will cover it up. Sandro Morello was there looking for a rebound. Lodge able to protect the goal. Eventually got the trapper on top of the ball. Unable to hold it in was Lulik. Brought in by Manitoba. Turned away. Still in the offensive zone though. Shot towards the goal. There's Timchuk. Shot didn't get through. Montreal come up with it. Dalfond. Back to Lulik. Off the boards, taking it there is Urquhart. Urquhart trying to get around the defense. He's cut off at the pass. Threw it out in front. Nobody there for Montreal. Back at the point. Lulik's got it. His shot, that got through. Save was made by Lodge. Rebound cleared to the boards. Quickly getting there. Jarvis. Ball is poked free. Trying to race onto it was Smith. Getting there first was Heroux. Now Montreal will settle things down behind their goal. Pass up to Derry. Derry in over the blue line. Nobody there. Pass picked off by Duchamp of Manitoba. He's tripped up, and now we're going to get a power play coming up for Manitoba. Delayed penalty. Smith along the boards, battling there with Lulik. Lulik touches it, and Manitoba will go on the power play with 11-12 to go here in the first period. No score between these two teams. Montreal wins the face-off, and that will allow them to clear it down the floor, kill some time on this penalty. Players will line up along the blue line. Manitoba will try and get it in over that blue line and then set up. They elect to dump it down into the corner. Ball goes high in the air, and Manitoba controls it. Duchamp won it, gets it back at the point. Desjardins. Down in along the boards. Malischuk having a look back at the point. Desjardins over to Duchamp, and his shot misfired on it a bit. Comes back at the point. Desjardins over to Duchamp. Manitoba maintain control. A shot off a stick that will go up and out of play. Really no chance for that to get through to goal. Just too many bodies in front. And you will see a lot of shots blocked. Again, if you're not a regular ball hockey viewer, see more shots getting blocked in ball hockey than you would in ice hockey. So players really have to move the ball around and try and create an opening. Forsyth now in to take the face-off for Manitoba against Morello. Forsyth wins it. Pass comes back. Kept in. Marchuk. Thiessen. Over to Smith. His pass for Thiessen was a bad one. It comes out, and jumping on it was Morello. Short-handed. Threw it in front. Tipped over the top of the goal by Doucette. Great short-handed opportunity for the Montreal Machine. Long stretch pass. Just offside, as Duchamp of Manitoba was just in over the blue line when he took that pass. And because the pass came from inside the Manitoba zone, the faceoff will come all the way back, effectively killing some more time on this penalty. Just 35 seconds left to go in the power play for Manitoba. No shots on goal through the first minute 25. Jobin pinching in. Ball goes up in the air. Jobin's got it along the boards for Montreal. Pushed off the ball. Manitoba will bring it out. Good pass on the right side. This is Marchuk. Drops it back to Thiessen. Back to Marchuk. He'll shoot it. That hit, I believe, either the goal post or went just wide. A little tough to see. It came out very quickly. Just 5 seconds to go in the power play. Time for one more shot. Thiessen. Shot. That hit the outside. You can see the net ripple as Smith let it go. Here's Morello. Just as the penalty expires, gets a shot on goal. Save made by Lodge. Morello stays with it. Pass through the slot. Nobody there. Now they move around quickly. Unable to get a shot away was Morena. To the side of the goal, and Lodge will cover it up. 8:44 to go. Still waiting for our first goal. Manitoba didn't have much through the first part of that power play. A couple of good scoring chances there at the end. Marchuk with a shot from the right face-off circle, maybe the best opportunity they had. Another face-off win for Montreal. Asadi into the slot. Lulik with a shot and a save made by Lodge. Darren Lodge has been busy. Darren Lodge has been very good. And at the other end, we haven't even mentioned Stéphane Leon, goaltender for Montreal. Really hasn't had a whole lot to do. Element. He had his pocket picked at the blue line. Racing up with it was Desjardins. Shot on goal. Leon's got that. He likes to leave it for his defense. Huritzko to Lulik. Go back to Huritzko. And Urquhart will backhand it in. Lodge will hold on to it. Delphond running right in front there, looking for any loose ball. Lodge taking no chances, hangs on to it. This time Manitoba win the faceoff, but the ball goes up and out of play. The faceoff will stay right there to the right of Darren Lodge. Ducemé back behind the goal to Duchamp. Got to move it quickly, has it stolen. Backhand save made by Lodge. Just held on to that a little bit too long, and Delphond took it away from him. Kept in at the blue line, or at the red line. Effectively the blue line by Urquhart. The ball goes up, hits the beam here in the ceiling of the Huntington Hills Arena. Faceoff will come outside the blue line. We're down to 7-11. We'll have to go in the first. Just one game this morning here at Huntington Hills. We'll be back at 4:30. And then we'll have a string of 4 games in a row for you starting then. So lots of ball hockey to be played. 5 games today. And then Thursday and Friday, schedule will be a little more full. And Saturday we will have the medal games. Cabral trying to get off the boards. He loses it. Marone tried to get it down low. That's picked off. Arnal dumps it in. Just got to the red line before he cleared it in. So play continues. Here's Haru. Patrick Heroux. Pass behind his teammates at the blue line. Derry backing up with it and throws it towards the goal. Battle for it in front. Cleared away by Figueiredo. Figueiredo up ahead. He's got some room. Desjardins forced back. He goes down and then heads to the bench. Beliveau will take it behind his goal. Patrick Beliveau moving it very slowly. Over to D'Amico, back to Beliveau. To Morina. They're going east-west right now. Moreno forced back. Drew the four checkers in, then passed it up ahead to D'Amico. He had it stolen by Forsyth. Hard shot by Marchuk, went over the top of the goal. Marchuk's got it again, or rather that's 14 Smith. He fanned on it. The ball is cleared out by Montreal. Thiessen. D'Amico to Beliveau. Argyris got it to Pisanelli. He was poke checked. Pisanelli stays with it. Pisanelli taking it down low. Threw it in front. Reaching for the deflection was Beliveau as he came up from his defensive position. Couldn't get a stick on it. Shot from the boards. Held by Lodge as he got it in the trapper. 4:47. It's the time to go. We'll be back in just 1 second. Battle along the boards. It's cleared to the far corner. On it first is Duchamp for Manitoba. He couldn't get it out. It's kept in. Cleared back to the boards. Manitoba clear it down. They'll get to it before it crosses the goal line to negate the flooring call. Lulic. Johnny Lulic for Montreal. Tried to clear it out. That's picked off. Here's a chance for Manitoba. That was stopped by Lulic. He'll play it off the boards. Try and get to it himself. Duchamp was there for Manitoba. Malachuk gets it behind the goal. Taken there by Jobin. Jobin straight up the middle. Good pass to Morello. Morello gets to the blue line no further. Following up on it was Asadi. Back to Morello. Back to Asadi. Asadi looked to pass. Shot it. Scores! He made it look like he was going to pass it back to Morello. Took the shot. Lodge made the save, but the rebound was there. Here's a nifty little give and go. Asadi to Morello. Morello gets behind the defense, gets the return pass. The ball is loose. Lodge doesn't have it covered, and Morello, or Asadi rather, knocks it home. 1-0 for the Montreal Machine. And give them credit. They have had the better of the play. Here they come again. Doucette took the return pass right in front. Backhand just went wide. That was Dalphon with a chance. Duchamp trying to respond for Manitoba. Shot and a save by Leon. Leon hasn't had a whole lot of work here in this period. Here's the Montreal goaltender. Tested that time and came up with the glove save. Face-off control by Manitoba. Get it back towards the blue line, and it's taken away there by Marone. Derry racing after it. Derry falls down as he dives for it. Players topple over the top of each other. Derry comes up with the ball, working along the boards. Takes a little push from Desimay. Montreal winning the battles for the loose ball. D'Amico steps around the player. D'Amico with a good rush. Swings wide, stops. Little button hook. Back the other way. Beliveau shoots it. Echoes high over the top of the goal. Derry's on the rebound. His shot stopped by Lodge. Heroux will track it down in the corner for Montreal. Finally taken by Jeff Leiter. Can't get it out though. Jobin. He'll elect to shoot it off the stick of Dusemay. Jobin pinching in. Keeps the ball down in deep. Now it comes up towards the blue line. Jumping high in the air to hold it in was Pisanelli. And again, Manitoba just a little bit slow to move it. Players get all tangled up. And Manitoba slap it off the boards and get it out. Beliveau. Jobin. Jairus, that shot did not get through to the goal. Got a minute and a half to go. Still in the Manitoba end, they can't get it out. Desjardins was swinging around the boards, gets it up to Arnell. It's 16, Dikowitz. Cutting into the front, shot, scores! Jeff Dikowitz. All that work by Montreal, it comes back the other way. And here's Dikowitz. Fakes the shot, cuts in front, and just slides it to the far corner. And Manitoba has tied this one up. Goal coming with a minute 12 to go. Here in the first period. Tulik. Right in front they come. What a save by Lodge. But then they score. Darren Lodge made an incredible save on the first shot, but couldn't control the rebound. That was right after that first save. Comes back out in front. And Johnny Tulik makes it 2-1 for Montreal. So a quick response by the machine. Goals coming just 15 seconds apart. Manitoba and then Montreal. So they restore their 1-goal lead as we are inside a minute to go. The ball goes over into the penalty bench. Face-off will be in the neutral floor area. 48.8 seconds left in the first. Quickly breaking away was Asadi. Catching up to him was Thiessen. Looked like Asadi maybe had a step and a penalty coming up. It's going to be against Montreal. Delayed penalty. 34 seconds to go. It's dumped on the floor. It'll be touched up. And Manitoba, with 27.1 seconds to go here in the first period, will go on the power play. Chance to even this thing up going into the second. Johnny Lulik. No, sorry, correction. It's not Lulik gone to the penalty box. He's just heading over to the players' bench. Timeout has been called by Manitoba. So they want to set up their power play for this 27.1 seconds that are remaining in the first. You see both teams gone to their benches, Montreal to the right and Manitoba to the left. All right, timeout is over. We'll see what Manitoba has drawn up. First and foremost, they need to win the faceoff. Thiessen is back at the blue line. Marchuk over to the right. Forsyth will take the faceoff. Rob Smith is on the left wing. And I believe that's Norm Lundberg over on the right. All for naught as Montreal win the faceoff. So not much time left now for Manitoba. 18 seconds. Can't get it in. Still not in over the blue line. Now it is. Now they'll go in. Here's Thiessen. Time running out. Just 5 seconds to go. Duchamp down into the corner, back of the point. Shot wouldn't have counted. Buzzer had gone. Shot got through. Leon made the save anyway. So a couple of late goals. Goal early by Montreal gave them a 1-0 lead. Then teams exchanged goals in the final minute and 12 seconds of that first period. It is 2-1 for Montreal after 21 minutes of play. We'll take a 5-minute intermission. If you're watching the last couple of days, they were just doing 2 minutes between periods. That has been expanded to 5. So we'll get a little bit of a break and we'll be back in just over 4 minutes from now with the second period of this game between the Montreal Machine and the Manitoba Herd. You're watching the Canadian Ball Hockey Association 2021 Canadian National Championships. We're at the Huntington Hills Arena in Calgary, Alberta. Back in about 4 minutes. 2-1 after 20 minutes of play. Montreal Machine leading the Manitoba Herd. We get set for the second period. Minute 32 left to go in the penalty to Montreal. So Manitoba will be on the power play to start this second period, so we can get back on even terms. They had tied it up with 1:12 to go, and then just 15 seconds later, Montreal scored to restore their one-goal lead. Manitoba get it in over the blue line. Forsyth. Back to Thiessen. And back to Thiessen. Shot hard one, it hit the outside of the goal. That was Marchuk. He loves to shoot it from this right side. Scored a great goal yesterday from there. Thiessen knocks it down. Goes down into the corner. Montreal on it first and can't get it out. Kept in by Marchuk. Thiessen. Smith. Back to Thiessen for the one-timer. It got through, but it went over the top of the goal. Ball rattles around. It's right in the crease. Crease violation against Manitoba. Saying the player was in the crease before the ball was there. That'll bring the face-off outside the blue line. And Manitoba will have to regain the offensive zone. Took away a pretty good scoring chance. 36 seconds to go in the power play. Manitoba trying to sneak in a late change. Forsyth has to come back out. And then he won't be able to take the face-off. So it'll be Smith winning it. It's kicked in. Marchuk. He elects to go down into the corner. That was picked off. Now it's in behind the goal. Montreal with it. Send it the length of the floor. Just 20 seconds left to go in the power play. One last chance here for Manitoba. Thiessen to Marchuk. He's in over the blue line. That's onside. Bring it back out. Set it up. Thiessen with a shot. That got through. Went out, and at last touched by a Manitoba player. So they're going to bring the face-off outside the blue line. And that will pretty much do it. Just 4 seconds left in the man advantage for Manitoba. Agiris to Morena. That's onside. They can bring it all the way back to center. Agiris, Lulik. He'll shoot it right on goal. Save made by Lodge. Figueredo got back there for Manitoba. And he'll get it down in the far corner. Gave it to Timchuk. Montreal forechecker came up with the ball. Morena has it. Tried to get it to Doucette. Still kept in. Now finally it comes out and down the floor. Back to get it is Lulik. Pass up at the blue line, taken there by Urquhart. Leaves it for Morena. Morena with a shot. Off a stick, weak one, trickles down to Lodge, plays it into the corner. Cabral. Up ahead, they find Malischuk, back to Jarvis. And back comes Montreal as they intercept it at center. Urquhart, backhanding it behind the goal. Dalfond on it there. Dalfond. Lundberg tried to backhand it out. Kept in. Finally, it's out, down the floor. Jobin back to pick it up. Jobin all the way up at center to Urquhart. Urquhart's in over the blue line. Lays it off to Dalfond. His shot goes wide. Duchamp for Manitoba. Dalphon trying to race it down. Thiessen got there first for Manitoba. Won't be enough for Flooring. Beliveau back to get it. Beliveau turning away from the forechecker. Beliveau to Derry. Offside as Morello was just in ahead of the play. The Montreal machine moved the ball around beautifully. Headman the ball quickly, and then in the offensive zone. They move it left and right, back and forth. Tough to defend. But just a one-goal game. Unable to get to it was Zikowicz. Brought back in by Morello. Moran with a shot. That went wide, going to the boards. Trying to come up with it is Stephen Arnell. He lost it. In through the middle. Muswagon. Knocked off his stick. He'll go into the corner, trying to generate something here for Manitoba. They haven't had much sustained pressure in the Montreal end at all. Good work there by Arnall. And there's going to be a penalty against Montreal as Arnell was hit. Well, hold everything. I thought the penalty was coming up against Montreal, but it's going to go against Arnell for body checking. Trying to beat the Montreal player to the ball along the boards and got the player first. Montreal on the power play. Darren Lodge, the goaltender for Manitoba, says this is a good time to maybe fix this strap right here. And maybe a couple of others as well. The pads need some adjustment. There's a lot of loose straps down there. So while Darren Lodge adjusts his equipment, let's take a look at a great equipment manufacturer. That's Napper, the official sponsor of these 2021 CBHA National Championships. All right, I think Lodge has got all the equipment back the way it should be. We are set to go. Power play here for Montreal. D'Amico wins the faceoff. Argyris and Marina throw it back and forth. Piscinelli back to Marina. Doesn't shoot. Get it into the slot. D'Amico gets a good shot away and a good pad save by Darren Lodge. Marina. Hard shot by Argyris. Another save by Lodge. Ball is loose. And it's lifted high in the air by Peter Kerbal and down the floor. Actually by Malischuk. 17, not 77. He got it in over the blue line. Marino. Now he's got some room to let it go. Lodge saw that all the way, kicked it to the boards. Piscinelli, Marina, Argyris. Get it out in front too. D'Amico scores. Talked about how well they move the ball around. Well, what a great example right there. Marina. Over to Argyris. Down low. And then into the slot to D'Amico, and it is 3-1. Beautiful execution on the power play. That time by the Montreal Machine. They have opened up a 2-goal lead now with 14:33 left to go here in the second period. Face-off will come back into the Montreal end. Our next game will be at 4:30 this afternoon. It'll also be in the Masters division. The Alberta Havoc will take on the Calgary Mustangs. We're going to have Edmonton playing against Calgary. That should be a good one. Then at 6 o'clock and 7:30, a couple of games in the women's division. Full schedule is on the CBHA website, and check it out there. Penalty is coming up. Going to go against Montreal. Holding. Opportunity for Manitoba to get back in this one. And it will be Patrick Beliveau going to the penalty box for the Montreal Machine. Players jumped a little early. We've got Thiessen and Marchuk, Duchamp, Forsyth, and Rob Smith out there on the power play unit for Manitoba. Duchamp back to Marchuk, to Thiessen. Marchuk back to Thiessen. Like to move it in a little bit deeper if they can. They'll go the other side. And that pass telegraphed and picked off. Here's a shorthanded chance. Murillo lost the handle. He wanted to go to the backhand and lost control of the ball. Marchuk, dump and chase. Hritzko was watching him. Back to Thiessen. Thiessen. Marchuk likes to shoot it from there. Like to get in a little bit closer. Here's the shot. Save made by Leon. Come back to Marchuk. Back to Thiessen. Thiessen thought about it. Smith with a shot. Off the mark. Rebound put just wide. Montreal get to the ball in the corner and clear it the length of the floor. 45 seconds to go in the man advantage. Manitoba changing up. The only one staying out there is Thiessen. Now he heads to the bench. 5 new players out there for the Herd. They'll hold it in. Desjardins. He'll go ahead and shoot it. Blocked up high right away by Doucette. Now Doucette will bring it in. He's got Marina heading for the front of the goal. Threw it in front. Lodge cleared it away. Kept the play going. They bring it in. Onside. That's it. Penalty is over. Beliveau back out on the floor. Immediately heads to the bench. Replaced by Murillo. Stolen away. A pass just a little bit in behind Marina as he had a step on everybody but couldn't handle the ball as it was just behind him. It's tough to reach back and pull it up ahead. And Leon will hold on to it. Pretty good power play for Manitoba. They had some chances, lots of possession. Just a couple of little mistakes really kept them from having some better scoring chances than what they did have. He'd move it well, and then one bad pass in particular killed off a lot of that power play. Again, Montreal win the faceoff. Asadi Morello. He'll go all the way back to Artsy up here on the left side to Beliveau. Beliveau offside. Made the pass and then crossed the blue line a little too quick himself. Played in by Muswagon. Arnall able to walk right in. Tough angle. Leon stayed right with him. Arnall with the ball. Watched by Morello. Back at the point it comes. Desjardins shot. That's blocked. Knocked down. And Asadi has it for Montreal. Asadi. Got away from Muswagon, but then the ball comes loose. Montreal on it right away. Don't get it out. It's kept in. Malischuk to the side of the goal. Zikowicz. Off the boards. Comes out and scores. Oh, what a neat play. Jeff Zikowicz did that intentionally. He saw a teammate over in the far side. Banked it off the boards to him, and it was banged home. And I believe the goal scorer may have been Desjardins. See if we can pick it up on the replay. But here's Zikowicz behind the goal. And you see he's got a teammate down the corner who then sneaks out, gets that pass from a very sharp angle, puts it home. And it wasn't Desjardins. I believe it was Malischuk, the captain. 3-2. And here they come again. A shot just goes wide. Timchuk with the chance. So it's game on again. Montreal taking their time in behind the goal. Johnny Lulik. To Heroux, back to Lulik. Up along the boards, unable to get to it was Derry, and that will be a flooring call against the Montreal Machine. As we pass the halfway mark here in the second period, 9:58 left to go. Just a one-goal game. Morena elects to play it back. Artsy to D'Amico. D'Amico heading back behind his goal. D'Amico decides to grab a little nap back behind the goal before getting play going again. Cleared down the floor, and that will be a flooring call as that went by everybody. Good defending that time by Manitoba. There's really nowhere for D'Amico to go. Might need those forwards to come back a little bit more. Everybody hanging up high, and I think that's the conversation he might be having with his teammates. You got to come back. Knocked down, kept onside, was Leiter. Finally, he loses it. Montreal wanted a penalty there against Manitoba. Referees say play on. There's Leiter from the board. Shot right on goal. And Leon makes the save. Almost snuck between the right arm and the body, but he closed the gap just in time. Good, hard, accurate shot by Jeff Leiter. That's tipped away. Having to hustle back in his own end is Desjardins. Stolen away, shot, scores! Big turnover in their own end. Manitoba in control, Desjardins behind, but has it stolen. The pass comes out in front, and right there to put it home is Marc-Andre Elamont. And Montreal back to a 2-goal lead. That goes into the penalty box area next to the Montreal bench. So the face-off comes outside the blue line, 8:30 left to go. Duchamp down into the corner. See if Manitoba can fight back again. It's a chance. Ball goes off a leg into the corner. Smith battling for it. Comes loose. Duchamp over to Forsyth. His shot stopped by Leon. Ball is loose. Manitoba players knocked down, and they are not happy that there was no penalty on that play. Faceoff will stay down to the right of Stéphane Leon. Manitoba controlling it off the faceoff. Spinning away is Muswagon. Taken away, Derry. Back around behind his goal over to Lulik. Lulik lost it. It comes out in front. Unable to get to it was Zikowicz. Muswagon battling for it. Montreal come up with it, and a penalty coming up to Manitoba. Be Jeff Zikowicz. Delayed penalty coming up to Manitoba. Leon has gone to the players' bench in favor of the sixth attacker. As it gets a little chippy down at the far blue line, players are lining up, jockeying for position. Montreal look like they're going to try and kill off the last 7 minutes of this period, holding the ball. No hurry to go anywhere. Finally, Manitoba goes in, going to make them move the ball. Lulik, he'll bring it in over the blue line. Again, we're 6-on-5. Delayed penalty. To the side of the goal, comes into Lodge. Lodge has got it, but that killed off almost a full minute. Bobby Muswagon gone to the penalty box and not happy about it. Holding will be the call. And cross-checking indicated there was another penalty that occurred during the delay of the first call. So 2 Manitoba players gone to the penalty box. And it'll be 5-on-3. And the second penalty, cross-checking, that means 4 minutes. So Manitoba in a heap of trouble right now. Down by 2 goals and down by 2 players. And only 6:20 left to go. Argyris as Montreal wins the faceoff. Morena. Argyris is over on the right side. He'll take the pass. Doucette is here on the left. No, sorry, that's Pisanelli, 13 on the left. Shot did not get through. Rebound controlled by Montreal. Argyris down low. To Lulik, back to Argyris, and Manitoba able to get to it and clear it down the floor. Gain the zone. They'll set up. Argyris steps in, top of the circle, doesn't shoot it, down to Lulik. D'Amico's out in the slot. Trying to find an open area. Lulik, a little trouble handling the pass. Now he's got it, back to Morena. Doesn't shoot it. One-timer by Pisanelli, save made by Lodge, and then it's batted out of the air and out of the zone. Right. Offside. D'Amico took the pass, but I believe it was over on the right side. Argyris was in over the blue line. Beliveau to Jobin. They get it in. Asadi. Beliveau back to Jobin. It's the second power play unit is out there now for Montreal. Beliveau to the side of the goal. Fanning on it was Asadi. He'll take it, threw the crease. Nobody there. Beliveau down into the corner. Still a 2-man advantage for another 20 seconds. And great penalty kill by Manitoba. That'll almost do it now for the 5-on-3. Just 10 seconds to go in the first penalty. Let's see. Jobin over on the far side. Asadi brings it in. Asadi tipped in front by Haru. It goes over the goal and into the mesh. Just 2 seconds to go in the first penalty to Manitoba. Still 2:02 to go in the second penalty. Montreal wins the faceoff. 5-on-4 now. The first penalty has expired. Beliveau, Jobin, Asadi, Lulik. A lot of stick work in front of the goal, and the referee's arm has gone up. Slashing against Montreal, Francois Jobin, as he was engaged there with Josh Tymchuk. It may be a case of getting the retaliation. So that'll even things up, 4-on-4. Minute 38 left to go in the penalty to Manitoba. I'm looking up at the penalty clock. They had 2 minutes put up there for Jobin. I thought, no, that should be 4. It's a slashing call, and I see that they have changed it. It is 4 minutes to Jobin. So he's done effectively now for the rest of the game, bearing some goals with only 3:45 left to go in regulation time. And a flooring call against Montreal. We're playing 4-on-4 right now. Each team with a man in the penalty box. Face-off win by Manitoba. Back to the point. Thiessen's shot did not get through to goal. Doucette turning in the corner. Over to Lulik. Lulik off the boards to himself. Beats a couple of forecheckers. Lulik in over the blue line. Back here at the point. Hrichko. On to Element. That's actually Haru, 25, not 15. Dalphon towards the front of the goal, taken by Manitoba. Marchuk, all alone. Marchuk against Lulik. Marchuk. Lulik stayed with him, knocked the ball off his stick. Lundberg got it up ahead. Thiessen. It's in over the blue line, onside. Marchuk with it. Marchuk back. Shot tipped, redirected. Slowed down. Leon couldn't grab a hold of it. Kept it out. Power play now for Manitoba. Ball goes up in the air, kept in. Good job there by Desjardins. Intercepted by Montreal and sent down the floor. 2 minutes to go. That's approximately the time left in the penalty to Jobin. Just a couple of seconds difference in the penalty clock and the game clock. Montreal win the battle, send it down the floor. Manitoba down by 2. Figueiredo chipped it in, went in to chase it himself. But again, Montreal shorthanded, winning the battles along the boards, come up with the loose ball. Can't get it in over the blue line. Now they do. And it is stolen. Look out, here's Morello shorthanded. Lodge was headed for the bench, and Darren Lodge racing back makes the save, and he gets a round of applause from the fans. He was 3/4 of the way to the bench for the extra attacker. As the ball comes off the boards and Leon covers it up. Morello stole the ball and had a partial breakaway, and Lodge, running back, dove in front of the goal and made the save. The running save. I don't think I've used that term before. Timeout. 47.9 seconds left to go. Manitoba got a 2-goal play to draw up. Next game, 4:30 in the Masters. Alberta Havoc and the Calgary Mustangs. That's at 4:30. Then at 6 o'clock we will have Calgary United and the Saskatoon Stingers. That's in the women's division. Followed by 7:30, another women's game, the Edmonton Ducks against the Ottawa Capitals. And we'll finish the evening off with a game in the men's A at 9 o'clock this evening, Vancouver Falcons and the Brampton Midnight Express. Forsyth coming in to take the face-off for Manitoba. Big scrum down in the corner. See who comes away with it. It'll be Montreal. Got it as far as the blue line. Can't get it out yet. Now it's poked and out. Manitoba will have to regain the zone. They do. Marchuk, he'll shoot it from outside. That one off of Beliveau in front. To the corner. Manitoba on it again. Under 20 seconds to go in the game. Shot by Thiessen. Leon looks around behind him. They score. No, that's a yes. They're going to call it a good goal. The net came off, but not before the ball had gone in. Wild scramble in front of Stéphane Leon. The shot will come in from Thiessen over at the left point. You can see Leon down. He looked behind him the first time, then it's put in, and there you see the net moved after the ball had gone into the goal. Well, 14.2 seconds left to go. Manitoba net still empty. They need to win the faceoff. Montreal wins it. D'Amico back in his own end off the boards. Kept in, and they fanned on it. They had a chance. Empty net. Marina to Piscinelli. Piscinelli will just guide it in, and that will do it with just 2.1 seconds left to go. Get our scoreboard right. 5-3. Manitoba had a chance, and they just overran the ball just inside the blue line. That allowed Montreal to bring it out and set up the 2-on-1, and then the empty net goal. So it's all academic now. Just have to drop the ball. 2.1 seconds left. And, well, we get the timekeeper to run the clock. There we go. Now the buzzer goes. All right, our first game of the day is done. 5-3, Montreal. They go to 2-0. Manitoba now go to 0-2-1. They are in little bit of trouble right now. They need to pick up some points. They've only got the one. Montreal with 6 points. All right, we will take a break now. We've got 4.5 hours before our next game coming up here at Huntington Hills, but then we'll have 4 in a row for you, 5 games in total on the schedule today. I want to thank you for watching. I invite you to come back at 4:30 and stay with us throughout the evening for more great ball hockey action. My name is George Scott, working the camera today. Tracy Ryerson. Thank you, Tracy. Appreciate it. Great job. Folks, we'll see you again at 4:30. You're watching the 2021 Canadian Ball Hockey Association Men's A, Women's, and the Masters National Championships. We are at the Huntington Hills Arena in Calgary, Alberta.